Nice of him to open the door for Poirot.
Weren't you alarmed when your daughter didn't come home last night?
Oh, so they're going to ask the parents straight away. They didn't even question the parents at all in the game.
We never knew Betty hadn't come home till the police officer came this morning. All the same, she was usually in by 11. And she had this steady young fellow she was sort of engaged to.
This one's really good. He's like teetering on the edge of emotion, barely keeping himself composed.
Did Betty ever mention any connection with Andover? Did she have there perhaps any friends?
You gotta make sure.
I'd like to look over Miss Barnard's room, if I may. There might be something, sir. Letters, diary.
All right, it's in here.
He was really good in that scene, that man. Really good. I like how they're actually questioning the parents in this.
I suppose you belong to the police?
Well, not exactly.
Oh, what are you?
Well...
Where's Mum and Dad?
Your father's in there showing the police your sister.
Then again, she's allowed to be. She's probably feeling like she's got to be strong for her mum and dad. Which is more than understandable. Come on, Hastings. Hastings!
Are you following me? What do you want?
Look.
It wasn't in Betty's nature to be fond of one person and not be interested in anyone else. And working in the De La War Pavilion, she was always running up against nice-looking men.
They really do, like, truncate the subtitles quite a bit.
Once or twice they had flaming big rows about it.
I don't blame them.
Don was so violent, Betty was frightened.
When was
Helen as well. Forgot about that part.
Quick, mademoiselle, run and intercept him. I wish to speak with him before the estimable Chief Inspector Japp.
I like how she's going to... I like how she's, like, helping out with them. Ish.
She told me she was going to St. Leonard's with a girlfriend.
And did you believe her?
Who are you, anyway? You don't belong to the police.
No,
He's allowed to be a bit defensive, considering all the
better
facts.
than the police.
Better than the police.
I don't know. I lost my head. I was convinced she was with some man. I thought he might have taken her to Eastbourne in a car. Looked in the hotels and restaurants. They must have thought I was mad.
I don't blame her for going to look around. She was prone to seeing other people when they were meant to be engaged. Obviously, the violent part, do not condone in the slightest, but you know what I mean.
Not much of an alibi, is it?
No, my friend. Not much.
No.
Well,
Love the writing on
certainly
this,
seemed to
too.
have a perfectly good motive for the murder and opportunity.
For killing Mademoiselle Betty Barnard? Yes.
What about...
But what was the motive for killing Madame Ascher?
Exactly.
Well, that we'll have to find out. They're both women, of course.
Oh, wow. What a great connection.
Something that bothers me.
What? I fucking love
You've been
Poirot.
very clever.
God, that made me jump a bit then.
It'll be the first time that anyone has suggested you was the murderer. You'll be watched. You'll be questioned. You'll be...
I recognise that man. Now, I know what character he is. I just recognise the man. Why do I feel like he actually played the guy in the video as well? Because he looks quite like him.
I killed Lily James and all the others, and now I'm going.
Why am I getting intrigued in the video, in the film they're watching?
But if you make it public, Chief Inspector, you're playing the game of the murderer, which is perhaps why he writes those letters, for notoriety, publicity.
Quite possible.
Splash it about in the headlines.
But what else can you do, really? Like, I get keeping it quiet, but what else can you do, you know?
Or perhaps it would have been mistaken for self-importance, a characteristic that I dislike more than any other.
Hastings like, I'm not gonna...
Oh, right.
I love that look between them. Their chemistry's fantastic, these two. I love them.
Perhaps the animosity of our murderer, it is impersonal, and merely because I'm a foreigner.
Again, another possibility, sadly.
People like that.
Yes, there are.
Postmark London WC1 again. That's significant, you know. I'm sure it is.
You open it, Hastings.
Okay, no, I got confused before. W1, it was their address. WC1 is where it's postmarked.
You did not notice? The wrong address.
Monsieur Hercule Poirot, White Horse Mansions. Not known at White Horse Mansions, not known at White Horse Court. Try Whitehaven Mansions.
Does even chance aid this madman?
So the madman made a mistake.
Gets in at 7:15, leaves Paddington at midnight.
Well, you're gonna have to go now. Oh, look at that shot. I love some of the shots in this. Just the lighting and stuff like that. Really good at setting the mood in the scene. Especially with like the music, and you can hear the rain and everything like that as well.
Any word from Churston yet?
Not yet. We've got men moving in from all over the area. It's only a village. Have you got a letter with you?
Yes.
Don't read it in the rain.
With 2 letters, he gets the address right. Why now does he get it wrong?
Yeah, what? Like, I cannot remember why.
He drinks White Horse whiskey.
C'est ingénieux, sir. He types the address and the bottle it is in front of him.
And makes an easy mistake. Okay. It's a good reason. And I see. But it's a good reason. Like, you've got it there. You might not actively think. You're just typing and you see it out the corner of your eye. Not actively thinking of it and just, bam. I've done that plenty of times.
Suppose he's had an accident or something.
We better go look for him.
I'm going down to the cliff.
I'll go the other side.
Be careful. You don't want to slip in the rain. In the dark. Like, I know they got torches, but come on. And there he is. God, that was loud in my ear. And they're already running it in the paper that very morning. Lovely scenery in this one.
They've taken the body up to the house.
Even being that, like, foggy in that, it's gorgeous.
3 murders within 10 days. The whole country will be looking for ABC now.
Maybe that's what he wants.
A madman.
And what does a madman look like?
Yeah, and is he that... Yeah, he's a killer. But he's planning it all and stuff like that. Is he that mad?
And we will find that neither apparently had anything to do with Churston and Sir Carmichael Clark. On that I will place a wager.
No comment.
Hundreds of miles.
I'm hoping they keep it the same, but then again, there's one element from the game they haven't shown in this. And like, unless it's mentioned in conversation at some point in the rest of this, I don't know how they're going to connect it all.
Now, let me have a few facts, would you, Mr. Clark?
Certainly.
Your brother, I take it, was in his usual
How collected was his brother's just died?
Oh, yes, I should say he was quite his usual self.
Not upset.
I wouldn't be able to talk about this. Don't get on with my brothers, but I still wouldn't be able to talk like this.
Well, I was shocked at the change in him when I returned from the East recently. His wife's illness preyed on his mind.
Right, his wife, yeah.
Now, my sister-in-law, Lady Clark, is in very bad health. She can't live much longer.
So Carmichael hadn't received any unexpected or...
Oh, wow. That's right. They have that kind of artwork, don't they?
He wasn't short of a bob or two, was he?
Just a
My
bit.
brother was a very wealthy man.
And in possession of a collection that is extremely beautiful.
Very beautiful.
The doctor says he's finished, sir.
Thank you, Deverell. Deverell, have any strangers been inquiring for Sir Carmichael recently?
No, sir.
Hey. Like, I'm being thrown off because it's different in quite a bit of ways, and obviously they're going to do it different because there's less different amount of time and stuff like that.
My brother's secretary.
How do you do? I'll talk to you later, Miss Graythorne.
Hastings, calm yourself down. Jesus. His face is like, ooh, I'm going to go with her. The way he said, how do you do? Couldn't. Hastings, calm yourself down. Stop staring.
We hit our heads against a stone brick. There is no connection.
There must be.
There's got to be.
There is no connection whatever between these people except that their names begin with certain letters of the alphabet.
There's got to be some reason he chose these people in particular, right?
Yes, I suppose they can.
Sometimes it's the war has unhinged them and they've never been right since.
Huh. Why did I laugh? I have my reasons. If you've seen the game, you know why. Okay. His face is like, what the hell?
Unsettle me.
Why does that guy look like Jack Whitehall, even though I know it can't be? It's weirding me out.
When were you last in contact with your aunt?
I hadn't seen Auntie for a fortnight, sir.
Now, these are just the sort of facts which could provide a clue that is vital, eh? Now, I believe that you all may have some information that you are not aware that you have.
Uh-huh.
But I remember what it said. She said the old devil had been round and she'd sent him off with a flea in his ear.
Flea in his ear? Okay.
It was going to be my birthday, sir.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, sir.
I don't mean to be
At
silly.
least somebody comfort her. I know everybody else is grieving, but of
All of us here have an interest in bringing the murderer to book.
course you do.
Suppose we join forces to try and track the fellow down.
I'm sure Mr. Poirot and the police are quite capable.
Hey, having any help from people that know the people would be very helpful.
Do you think their cooperation will lead to anything?
You never know.
You know, Hastings,
How high up does he want to put that
I
apron?
cannot rid my mind
Then again, you know, he doesn't want to get his lovely waistcoat wet.
that something was said this afternoon that was significant.
But you can't work out what yet. I'm fairly certain I know. If that element's kept the same, if the thing I was on about that hadn't been mentioned, was mentioned. I'm fairly certain anyway.
No. I'm just thinking about D, as a matter of fact.
Or the next murder.
Is he out there somewhere, planning it?
You can't help but think about it, because at the moment you've got no way of knowing if there's going to be a next one or not, and how you're going to work it out. Can you warn them? You can't, because you know nothing good enough yet. Must be a horrible feeling. What if they're going to do more in this one? You know, like, I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to think and guess and stuff like that. And I can't help it.
ABC Murders. Captain Hastings speaks.
Hastings.
After third murder, the brutal slaying of millionaire Sir Carmichael Clark, Monsieur Poirot.
Oh, Hastings, you gave an interview about him.
Where will ABC strike next? Monsieur Poirot on eve of success, says Captain Hastings.
Oh, dear.
I didn't say all those things.
I know, Hastings.
But they like to make that stuff up, don't they? And they might take a few words, like one from there, and should make a sentence out of those.
Because if our murderer reads what I am supposed to have said in the Daily Blog today,
he
will lose all respect for me as an opponent. But after another crime, we will know infinitely more.
Wow. I love the setting shots and stuff like that in this. It's so beautiful. Lovely train, too. I mean, look at that water. Is that really England? That water looked too nice. My first thing my head went to, looking at those grounds then, was like, too much maintenance.
You haven't caught him yet.
Not yet.
He must have been loitering round here that day.
But no stranger came to the house that day.
Who says so?
Well, the servants say so, and Miss Gray says so.
That girl is a liar.
Oh, but
That's
of course,
true.
Carl thought the world of her.
I remember this part of it.
See, it was only his money she was interested in. Once I was out of the way.
Yeah. She was a bit standoffish, you know, like very quiet.
Because she is. She told you no strangers came to the house, didn't she?
Like how much else has been kept from them?
In the morning of the day Carr died, at about 11 o'clock.
Hey, fair play to her remembering. Considering she's not well, she's doing really, really well. Then again, stuff like that probably sticks with you.
A shabby sort of person. I can't remember.
Hey, she did bloody brilliantly to remember, considering she's not well and the medication she must be on.
A good-looking girl has a hard time of it.
So comfortable in there.
Always you are full of the charitable feelings to the young ladies who are beautiful, huh?
That's
As
very
for
true.
me,
He has been nice to
I am
them.
always full of the charitable feelings to the old ladies that have the maladies.
I do like the two of them so much together. Again, their chemistry is fantastic. Okay. The semi-fiance, right?
Well, come up to the apartment, Monsieur Fraser.
Love the style of this whole building. Like, is it Art Deco? No, I don't know. It's gorgeous. Somebody pick up the letters. Come on. Read it. Read the letter.